consumer perspective. The entire textile business structure of the fashion industry needs improvement. It needs radical changes that with time will allow less waste, appreciation of designers' work, ethical treatment of factory workers, and slower production with deeper meaning behind each piece of clothing. The solution lies in the mindset of millions of people that are realizing that cheaply produced garments are harmful, and that there are consequences for constant, careless shopping. The change would only start with people who perhaps, most of the time, ignorantly support brands who produce in an unconscionable way. Ethical consumers are generally those who consider the wider impact of their consumption on other humans, animals or the physical environment. There are steps each person can start practicing today to slow down their environmental impact. These steps include reusing, taking good care of the clothes we already own, repairing, overcoming the idea that second-hand shopping is shameful, purchasing less, and buy quality as opposed to quantity. People are increasingly looking for products and brands that are more sustainable and that support their personal values. More and more consumers want clothes made without using child labor, without using harmful chemicals, by workers paid a fair, living wage, in a way that is not harmful to the environment, without harming animals, in safe working conditions, produced locally, using recycled materials, from materials that have been produced organically. Despite consumers' willingness to act more sustainable, there are several barriers preventing responsible consumption. In particular, a lack of information, knowledge, transparency, accessibility, visibility, and communication. Also, ethical consumers are confronted with substantial higher prices and little offer. For acting sustainable, they have to search intensively by their own, which is time-consuming. There are two types of consumers. Those that see sustainability as a central aspect when making buying choices, and those that, although recognizing its relevance, are still not implementing it. Consumers that do not assign enough relevance to the topic to change their habits, are lacking motivation, education, information, awareness and knowledge. The consumers that do not implement sustainability in the fashion industry in their buying choices, are the ones with the most potential for a change. They are the ones companies should focus on the most. Consumers have a vital role to play in implementing sustainable fashion. Brands follow costumers' demands and buying decisions. Consumers improved their behavior towards sustainability in the past years, and are willing to continue improving it in the future. They have the power and speak through their buying habits. That is why it is so important to change their mentality and consequently their way of acting.